Hello, and welcome back to video 2 of PavementSoft University, where we go over step 2 of the onboarding process, which is complete company profile information. So I am on step 2 after just completing step 1 up here, and I can see that in the top left corner on our yellow bar. I can either click Take Me There, or I can click on the cogwheel up in the top right and click on Company Profile, and it will bring me right to this page. So, to start, we're going to fill out our company email, the email that we want main company emails to go to, the name of our company, a website for our company, so our company URL, so we can search it on the internet, opportunity initial status, recommend keeping this at opportunity, default business division, these right now we just have field projects, default category. This is a nice feature so that if you use simple items, the default category will be asphalt or whatever category you select here. Categories requiring approval, so you can click to select categories here that you require approval on before they can be sent out to the client. Use invoice descriptions. This toggle will allow any of the bid item proposal verbiage to transfer over directly to the invoice. If you do not wish that verbiage to transfer over to the invoice description, then you will want to leave this off. Now you can select visible cost box. So from here, you can select any items that you do not perform, and you can turn them off so that that way they do not show up in PavementSoft under your direct costs, and those cost blocks do not show up, making setting up PavementSoft easier for you. Here you can choose whether or not you want to enable a project manager. So you may have your salesperson, but if you also have a project manager to help that salesperson, you can toggle this toggle on, and then you can specify who the project manager is to help with the salesperson. Here you can select your calendar header materials. So here, this allows me to view these materials on the schedule. So when I have any of this type of work on the schedule, I can see how many tons of asphalt, how many blocks of crack fill, how many gallons of sealer, how many yards of concrete, etc. For this, I can just click here and select the items that I would like to see on the schedule. These will show up in the order you add them. Here I can select my calendar event title and what that title is going to look like. So this works similar to the calendar header materials, where the event title is going to give me my job number first, my salesperson initials, property name, property city, and property state, in that order. If I want to make any changes, I can just click here, and then we can select in which order we would like to see which items. To remove them, you can just click on the X, and that works here for header materials as well. Calendar event hours. We like to schedule this as a default. It is right now 8 normally, but we like to put in 23 so that it schedules it for the full day, so that we are able to see the job taking up the full day. Even though we may do multiple jobs on the same day for the same crew, they do stack, so we do like to see this 23 hours here, as it makes seeing more information or the full calendar event title possible on the schedule. Here's where you can select your company time zone. Enabling two-factor authentication. So if you toggle this on, before you can log in, the email associated with this account will receive a code that you will need to enter before you are able to log into your account. Here you are able to select your tax status group. Right now, if you are in Texas, you can select this. Here you can upload your logo by clicking Browse Files. And that way you can upload your photo. You can use this in your header. And if you have uploaded a logo into your company profile, you can also do that here. You can also select to use your logo in the company header, which would be right here in the top left. Keeping jobs sequential, numbering between offices. So, as it says, if this is disabled, the system uses independent job number sequence for each office. If it is enabled, the system uses the single sequence from the default office. So if you have multiple offices, you can keep the same job numbering sequence. Here, you will want to go ahead and add your address for your office. And make sure that when you enter in any addresses inside of PavementSoft, I apologize for this window, you will want to make sure that you select them from this drop-down list. What selecting this from the drop-down list does is it allows you to get a latitude and longitude. So if I fill this out, this will give me the USA, Utah, gives me my latitude and longitude. And with this latitude and longitude, anytime I go into the measure tool, it will pull up this location. Here's where I can add some phones for this office, if I have an office number, a fax number, etc. And to add any phone numbers, you can just press the plus here next to phone, and you can also remove them. And then here, the login background. This will allow you to change the background image when you first are able to log into PavementSoft. This gives you an option if you would like to have a logo of one of your crews working. You can set that background so you can see it every time you go to log in. Next, we will start on step 3, which is completing office profile and selecting proposal templates. See you then.